I was shipped another product to show you, so let's waste no time and get right to it. This package is from Divoom. They make a number of pixel display products, so let's see which one they sent. Oh, this is a Pixoo. This is one of their framed pixel displays. It's a simple 16 by 16 LED panel in a black frame. This is mostly just a display item. It will display things like the time, or you can link it to your notifications, but in my opinion, it's not that useful other than to be a fun toy to play with and cool to look at. While I work to get this open, let me make a couple of points. Firstly, I received this item at no cost in return for video coverage, but I was neither guided nor restricted in what I could say about it, and I'll strive to give you my honest impressions. Secondly, I wouldn't consider this a review. For a review to be useful, the reviewer should have ample experience with similar products to compare against, and that simply won't be true here. It may be semantics, but since this will be my first time using a gadget like this, I would consider this more an overview than a review. Like any frame, you can hang this on your wall, but you can also stand it on a shelf, and it also comes with an integrated kickstand to give it more stability. There's one power button on the top and one control button on the front. The front button cycles through the different modes. Right out of the box, it has a number of built-in demo animations. A tap of the power button gives you a battery indicator. The manual suggests up to 6 hours of display on a charge, or it can run while connected to the included USB-C charge cable. The colors are nice and vibrant, but it isn't overly bright. Here's a mode of holiday-themed animations. There aren't many control options on the device, it's all driven by the Divoom app. I'm using the Android version, I don't have an Apple device. The app is a place to design your own images, animations, or to share and find designs in their large community. There isn't a lot of instruction, but I found it to be pretty easy to pair the Pixu via Bluetooth. Here's a music visualizer mode. There's a microphone in the front of the frame for this feature. Beyond that, I found the app to be pretty intuitive to start designing right away. I'm not very artistically inclined, but I have just a little pixel art experience from my past, so let me get out my guidebook. As the screen is only 16 by 16, it's pretty limiting to what you can draw, but classic Mario Paint stamps are also that size, so there's no shortage of video game themed images we can try. There are a few tools to help in your drawing, including a bucket fill tool, a mirror tool, and line and circle tools. There, that was pretty easy. I can save this design to my phone, upload it to the community, or save it to the Pixu itself. The app is very active with lots of freshly submitted designs. It reminds me of something like Flipnote Hatina from the Nintendo DSi days, if anyone experienced that. In addition to my guide, I still have some personal designs on this graph paper that I made specifically for Mario Paint back in the day. Let me recreate a couple of those. So many items in Mario games had spin animations like coins, question blocks, kicked shells. I wanted to see what other items may look like when given a spin. I quickly found there are much easier ways to create new images. If I can get an image or image set onto my phone through Google Photos, I can easily import it to the app and it's created automatically. But don't expect miracles. Even if you feed it what you feel like is a simple design, there's only so much that is possible at this resolution. There's a scan mode for panoramic style images, that is, images that are 4 times either wider than tall or taller than wide. The camera will automatically animate a sweep across or down the picture. The app is something you can play around with for free today, even without a Divoom device. I made several pictures in my downtime and synced them up when I got home. There are a lot of options that I overlooked at first, including this neat text mode. It has a lot of customization and features that you can tweak until you find a look you like. You can directly control the color and intensity of the whole panel. The The light output is not great, but it can be used to cast an accent light, so I may try to use it in future productions. This single app seems to drive the whole Divoom line of products. If you want a display with a higher resolution, there is a mode in which 4 pixus can be matrixed together, or a Pixu Max has twice the resolution. But some designs are intended for those other products, and when displayed on a standard Pixu, you'll lose half the detail. I do have a couple of concerns about the app I want to share. As far as I can tell, the most useful features of the app are unlocked from the start, but there is a point system in place to unlock some. This includes a daily wheel spin and points earned from sharing. There are other questionable things in the app, including unknown internet radio broadcasts, probably meant for their Bluetooth speakers, plus the ability to embed audio in your image designs and message other users. And lastly, the app asks for a few more permissions than some of you may be comfortable with. I'm not very security paranoid myself, so these things don't bother me personally, but I wouldn't feel comfortable letting a child use the app without some supervision. So that's the Pixoo from Divoom. I'm not usually interested in products that are mostly just to look at, but I have to admit I'm having a fun time playing around with it. And now that I'm more familiar with the app and the quality of the display, I'm actually considering getting a Pixu Max. It's just similar enough to fulfill a long-wanted game room wish that I'll explain in a future video. I'll have links to the products and the apps below. In the app, you can search for my username, TopSpot123, to find all of the images I created to show in this video. Do you have experience with a Divoom product? Do you have any questions that I didn't cover? Let me know your opinions in the comments. Thanks for checking out my latest video. Be safe and take care.